All right. Are we live? Sorry, forgot to change a few things here. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Let me know if you can hear me. See. All right. Well, now you can't. But you can imagine. All right. Let us know that you can see and hear us, me, and we'll get you started. All right. We're talking about safety. We're talking about bonuses. We're talking about how to get more bonuses for your paycheck. That's the topic for today. So that's what we'll be discussing. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to just hop on. Put your zip code in the chat so I know where you live. So when I'm answering the questions, I'm answering them based off of where you live. And of course, put your experience as well. That would help out so I know what division you're looking for, how much experience you have, and I can give you a little bit better idea of available positions and what the pay is. So that's what we'll start with. In the meantime, before we dive in too much, I do want to let you guys know that for those of you who are using the TransFlow app to get information to your driver manager, more specifically with the paid time off or vacation requests, things like that, you can actually now use your TransFlow app, so your GeoTab or your TransFlow app on your phone, and that information, so I was trying to grab this, that is on the dashboard, allowing you to contact your DM directly. So it's subject for approval based on, of course, the earned time off. We figure for every 7 days you're out, it's a day and a half home time. So, well, that's just for the normal days out. But this is going to be for not only your home time, but it'll also be for your vacation requests as well. So getting that information over to your DM so that it's a direct message to them and it's specifically for that. So it'll automatically in our system, once the driver manager approves it, it'll automatically go into our system and notify us when that time is coming so that we're prepped and we're kind of doing a countdown in order to get you home when you need to. So that'll be handy. Anyways, that's available to you. So, hey, Amy, how are you feeling today? Amy had surgery. For those of you who didn't know that, so she's recovering with help. And Tim, hello, Mr. Timothy Olden. Did you get a chance to chat with Abby yesterday, Tim? When I spoke with you right during the live, you hadn't yet, so I wasn't sure if you got to after that. All right, so let's dive in a little bit. What else do we have for updates for you? A reminder, if you're needing a trailer washout, if a truck wash or a trailer wash, those can be done, well, truck washouts or trailer washouts, excuse me. Anytime you need a trailer washout, please contact us directly, so Bruce specifically, so that we can get you those trailer washouts. Those are based off of approval, so location approval, because some of our customers do the washouts themselves, so there's no reason to like double up on that. So get a hold of Bruce to get approval on that trailer washout. You can go through your DM as well. Truck and trailer washes, you can do them every single day if you wanted to at the terminals. Missoula, Fort Dodge, we've got it available at the terminals. You can do them every day. Now, out on the road, you get one per month. So the last time you wash the truck, it's one per month when you're out on the road. If you guys have questions, let us know. We can get you more details to that, but Bruce is going to be your main contact for them. Also, for the drivers, last Sunday, so Sunday there was an update on the TransFlow system. You probably had to log back in. It probably kicked you all the way out. It should have, because there were some new TransFlow updates that were pushed out Sunday night, if you weren't already aware of that. So we are hoping to get through those and be done with that. So standing, yes, a little bit better today. I hurt myself yesterday. I am feeling a little bit better. Yeah, it wasn't the brightest move. I can admit to that. Also, was as a reminder from my safety department, don't forget, obey traffic signals, traffic control devices. Make sure that you're not bypassing scales when you're not supposed to be. Those are simple tickets that we are receiving that we can prevent. So it's just one step to prevent it. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're using load locks to prevent any load shifts. These are just a couple of the reminders that came up during our podcast last week, which to Jen and Lisa did a fantastic job, to both of those two. They did a fantastic job, and so we were able to get a little bit of information from them. Those are the two things that they said that we're struggling with the most, are obeying traffic control devices and bypassing scales, which are completely preventable. And then, of course, they did suggest make sure that you've got your load locks properly placed. Also, at the suggestion, Lisa, I take yours into consideration. She says, make sure, but when you get out of the truck and before you start moving load locks, or before you adjust the fifth wheel, or whatever the case is, if you're going to tarp and secure a load, stretch. Do some shoulder stretchings, back stretches before you unlock the kingpin. So just make sure that you're warmed up and loose, because we can pull muscles doing the darndest things. And I can tell you for a matter of fact, yesterday morning I was going to work out, mid squat, hurt myself, and back went out. I was able to finish the workout, but definitely felt it later on in the day. Was a bit injured throughout the rest of the day, and sat instead of walking around. So, hey, Todd is here. Hello. Yes, so make sure that you're stretching, you're doing the proper stretches, especially when you're out on the road and sitting behind the steering wheel. As long as you do, make sure that you're doing those shoulder stretches. Oh my goodness, that feels amazing right now. Shoulder stretches. These are great to just stretch right about here. All right. And then make field goals. Just pull your elbows back into a W. Those are great stretches for your back, for your chest, just giving you an opportunity to open up your chest, to breathe better, sit taller, stretch out just a little bit. Tim says, yes, she got with at the end of the day. She's working on some stuff for the truck show in May. Ooh, awesome. Amy says we are all well. You can't do it all. That's true. But you try. Seems like we try. Looks like there's definitely some delays in the video stream today. I'm not sure what it is, if it's on the receiving end or not. So bear with me, you guys. Bear with me. You know what? How many of you guys are on LinkedIn? So I had a gentleman reach out to me on LinkedIn today. I wonder if I can access that link that he gave me. For those of you who are wondering about staying healthy on the road, he actually has his own, let's see, Bob Perry reached out to me. Let me see if I can get this information. Fit to Pass. I'm not sure. I don't have a whole lot of information on it yet, but I saw it this morning. I thought, that's interesting. I want to check that out. So, yes, check it out. Tell me what you think of it. Tell me if it's something that we need to explore a little bit more. He says, thanks for connecting. May I pass along a flyer for all of our new driver fitness competition. Woohoo! Game on. See what it's all about. It looks pretty hardcore. Continuing to drive your way better to better health. Contest from Fit to Pass. I like that. Looks like it just started. So anyways, that came over. Figured I'd share it with you guys, see if anybody was interested in being part of that. And then also for our scorecard, which we're going to dive into a little bit today, our scorecard bonus this last month was affected by all the idle time. So I know that with the crummy weather that we had in February that was all over the U.S., that it definitely affected our idle. That being said, what we did is we took the average of the last 3 months in place of your actual idle time for February, because they were just off the charts in all different directions. So if you are mindful of your idle time normally and you're really good about keeping that down, then that's going to be reflected, or that is reflected in your February scorecard bonus. If you have questions about your bonus, obviously reach out to your fleet manager. You can also reach out to either Gerard or Jason or Darren directly about your scorecard, and then we can give you more details about that. So if you aren't getting the full 1,000 points and getting the full payment of an extra 4 cents a mile on your scorecard, let's figure out how we can get you to that next step, because if you're doing better, we're doing better. So let's get you to where we need to be. Asafa Wasi. Well, if I said your name wrong, forgive me, because I am not very good at pronouncing things sometimes. Guyman, Oklahoma. Yes. Now, right now, I have refrigerated out of there. Let us do some checking to see if we can do a flatbed opportunity for you. Can you give us a call? Give us a call. This telephone number that we have right here, the 88, right here, there, 888-668-0698 is the best number to reach us at. I was throwing my mouse. Okay, so that's the best number to reach us at. Why don't you give us a call? That way we can get back to you on if our operations can open up into the Guyman area. Now, on the eastern part of Oklahoma, yes, I know we've got flatbed that can get you home about every other weekend. We have opened up some of the hiring areas for our flatbed as well, getting you home on a weekly basis in other areas, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. But for the western Oklahoma, definitely give us a call, talk to one of the recruiters so that they can get your number and your name, get some information from you so that we can present it to operations for an opportunity for you to do our over-the-road flatbed. Let us know how long you plan on staying out. That's always important. Make sure that we can work with that. Amy says, I have some daily movements I need to do, but for doing a lot better today and was able to eat without any issues. This is after a shoulder surgery, for those of you who didn't know. Also, Body Armor drinks have helped with some energy. Oh, I forgot about you. You mentioned those. I still haven't tried them. Not yet. Let's see. All right, and Anna is the busy lady getting all this information out to you guys. Feeding you all of these links. These links will actually get you to some of our videos on the available positions that we've got going on right now. So before we talk about the available positions, let's talk about the scorecard. That can get you an extra 4 cents a mile if you are a company driver. And that's going to be on all the miles that you ran that previous month. So if you ran anything, finished everything from the 1st to the 31st of March, anything that if you were on a load on the 30th or 31st of March and didn't complete it or deliver it until the 1st of April, then that load itself will actually go on April's load. So everything must be completed within the month for the March payouts. We just finished the April payouts. Those will be seen on this week's check. So if you guys have any questions on that, let me know. Like I said, with the idle time, the exception to the average of the 3 months for those here this month are new drivers to Decker. So if you've only been here 1 or 2 months, then we're not taking obviously the average of your last 3 months. You'll actually have a true reflection of the idle. If you have questions on that, please reach out to Jason or Darren or Gerard for details on that. But otherwise, we're making sure that we can get the most out of those bonuses for you. And then, with addition to the idle time, we also take into account fuel compliance. Fuel compliance is the second criteria, as well as preventable accidents, CSA violations. Like I said, we have a couple preventable CSA violations that we can work on. A failure to obey a traffic control device and bypassing scales. So please be mindful of those so that we can improve on that score as well. What else? On-time delivery. So no driver service failures for the month. Of course, getting your miles up there. And miles are going to depend on the division that you're in. With the flatbed division, out of the south, you're looking at an average of 2,000 miles a week in order to hit that bonus. So they're definitely achievable. 2,700 with the over-the-road flatbed, or over-the-road refrigerated out of Missoula, Montana. And then we also have claims. Service claims are also going to be criteria. So as long as you meet those 7 criteria to the best of your ability and you get the full 1,000 points out of the scorecard, you're going to get the 4 cents a mile. Now, if you got 825 or 850 points out of that 1,000, you're looking at a 3 cent, or excuse me, you're looking at a 1 cent per mile bonus on all the miles that you ran for the month instead of a 4 cent. And then, of course, if you're at 950, you're looking at a 3 cent bonus instead of a 4 cent. So it just depends on where you're at, anywhere from 1 to 4 cents more per mile. And then the Smart Drive bonus, which is an additional monthly bonus that we have, pays an extra penny per mile on all the miles that you ran for the month. And that is, the qualifications for that is that you have at least 20 or below for your Smart Drive score. Our Smart Drive system it's one of our safety features in the truck. It does have inward and outward facing event recorders. It has the lane departure, the following distance, and the speed gauge. So that's all part of it. And it gauges, if you have 20 points or below, then you'll get that penny per mile bonus for the month. Now, last month, so February, the numbers that are getting paid out this week, that is, let's see, 225 company drivers and 10 owner-operators qualified for that Smart Drive bonus. So we had 235 drivers that qualified for the Smart Drive bonus of 20 points or less. So definitely doable. That is about, I'd say about a third of the fleet, maybe a little more than a third of the fleet that is receiving that bonus. So that's good. Let's see more of that on a regular basis, right? We'd love to see that. AFSHAM. I have 5 years driving experience and I am a veteran. If you are a U.S. veteran and you have your Class A CDL and you've got 5 years experience, then we can get you, depending on where you live and what division you're looking for, we can get you at least the 53 cents a mile in the refrigerated division or van. And flatbed, of course, if that experience is flatbed, which I imagine some of it is if you're a veteran, then you're probably looking around 55 cents a mile to start with. That gets you a penny raise after 90 days and then every year on your anniversary. And I should note that 10 cents of your pay is per diem. So you're not taxed on 10 cents a mile, which is most definitely to your benefit because then your take home is a little bit more on a weekly basis. And we are guaranteed at least $1,000 a week, whether you're talking refrigerated, van, or flatbed. And there are some exceptions because we have some, if you live in the Chicago area, we can get you home on a weekly basis, guarantee you $1,700 a week in the flatbed with flatbed experience. If you live in Sioux City, Iowa City, Iowa, or St. Louis, Missouri, or Columbus, Ohio, Toledo, Ohio, and need to get home on a weekly basis, we have that available in our flatbed as well. That pays $14.50 a week and guarantees you home, like I said, guarantees you home weekly. So more details on that. Best thing to do is schedule an interview with the recruiters at 888-668-0698. We'll give you some more details based off of your experience and where you live, what you're looking for, what kind of home time, and all that good stuff. So that'll be available to you. We have opened up our flatbed in the Southeast. So we've been hiring out of the Southeast for flatbed. We were doing about a 2 to 3 week out in some areas. Mobile, Alabama is one example, right, Anna? So Mobile, Alabama is an example. Statesboro, there's a couple areas in Georgia as well. And let me just bring up a visual for you guys. I think that will help give you an idea, maybe, of what we have available for you. So, nope, helps if I open up the right one. There we go. Okay, let me see if I can do this for you. Anything from, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm just going to show you a visual for home time. Bear with me one second. But really anything in Georgia, of course, this is going to be west of I-95. anything west of I-95 in Georgia, as well as all of Alabama. Those are all going to be home weekly in the Flatbed division, as well as parts of North Carolina. So if you're in North Carolina and you're, again, west of I-95, then that's going to get you home on a weekly basis. Usually coming in on like a Friday night or Saturday afternoon, and then coming back out either Sunday night or Monday morning. So I'm just trying to pull up this map here for you so you can see it. Maybe. Where'd I put it? There. That'll help. Okay. So if you live anywhere in this area that's highlighted, we can get you home on a weekly basis. And that's for our flatbed. Tim says, Tammy's got some great pictures I need to get from her. All right. Are they for the award ceremony? Let me know. So again, this is the area that we can hire from. That'll get you home on a weekly basis. Now, that doesn't mean that's the only area that we hire from. There are, obviously, if you're looking at this map, we hire from, let me see if I can bring this back up to you guys. Sorry about that. Let's see where I put it. There it is. Okay, so if you're looking at this map, we do hire out of Mississippi, Tennessee, South Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida. We hire out of there as well for our flatbed division. It's just you don't have to, you're not getting home on a weekly basis there. You're looking at every other weekend usually in that area instead of home weekly. The highlighted area is home weekly. All right, Tim, I'll check it out. Yes, indeed. I have to share them. The pictures that I share, by the way, those are from our current drivers. I've got a slew of beautiful pictures. We're going to be highlighting several of our drivers here on the 31st of March. That's going to be our Driver of the Year award ceremony. So if you've been to one in the past or seen one on our Facebook or YouTube in the past, you'll notice that we make a big hurrah of our Driver of the Year awards. Each Driver of the Year or each division gets a $3,000 bonus. But then out of those top drivers, we have a grand champion who wins $15,000 in cash. So pretty big deal. Plus, we're able to honor some of our Million Mile winners and recognize them, as well as a couple of other awards, such as the ATA award. Steve Alliger is being awarded for the ATA award. He's been nominated for the ATA, and he's one of 5, which is the first time for one of our Decker drivers to be nominated. So we're pretty excited about that. And he's being nominated, so we'll be watching his video. And then, of course, that is going to be announced in April. So stay tuned for that as well. Yes, we'll have more details on the exact time on the 31st, but it will be on our Facebook and our YouTube channel so that you'll be part of that. Excellent. All right. Okay, so I wanted to hit on some of those questions. Oh, before I get to the drivers of the month for this month, which we've got, the drivers of the months have now been announced. But before we dive into that, I do want to hit on a couple of openings that we have available. A recently new opening is out of Fort Dodge, Iowa. So if you live in Fort Dodge or within 25 miles of it, we have a home daily opportunity that runs for the hopper position, runs Cargill from Fort Dodge, Iowa to Blair, Nebraska and back on a daily basis. This shift runs at 11 a.m. and it's approximately an 8-hour shift. So you might have a back haul, but you might not. It's kind of like in every other type situation. It pays per shift. 2 shifts on, so basically it works, it's $250 per shift. You'll work 2 days on, 2 days off, and then 3 days on and 3 days off, and you'll continue with that rotation. So say you started on Monday, you'd work Monday and Tuesday, starting at 11 a.m. Then you'd have Wednesday, Thursday off. Then you'd work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then you'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. Then you'll have Thursday, Friday on. And then you'll have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. So hopefully I followed that. But basically it's 2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, 3 days off. Every other weekend is a 3-day weekend. And the opposite is a work weekend. So it's $250 each week, or excuse me, $250 each shift. However, the weekend shifts are $275 for the shift. If you guys have questions, that's the telephone number 888-668-0698 for more details. Actually, as I'm saying that, let's see. Yeah, it's Monday through, I had that backwards. So it's the 11 a.m. shift is $225 for Monday through Friday, but Saturday and Sunday it pays $250 for the shift. That's the 11 a.m. shift that pays that. But again, it's 2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, 3 days off. $225 for Monday through Friday and $250 for the weekend shift. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so we've got that. I've got just one position available for that. I also have 2 positions available for local positions out of Bessemer, Alabama. That's our local, out of Bessemer, it's a local flatbed position, so it does require flatbed experience. That flatbed experience has to be at least a year, especially with coils. If you have coil experience, that's ideal. But you're running within a 200-mile radius, getting home on a daily basis, and usually starting your day around 7 a.m., Monday through Friday. And the pay is going to be based off of experience. It is hourly pay. So call in, get some more information about that, 888-668-0698. The telephone number is there if I'm saying it too fast or too slow for you. And then you can also apply directly online at drivedecker.com, whether you're looking for a local position or an over-the-road position or maybe even a dedicated. So speaking of dedicated, I have 2 dedicated positions. They're actually Conestoga trailers. So we do prefer that you have flatbed experience. And again, it's 2 positions running out of Tifton, Georgia, running Conestoga. You're running a lot of Georgia, obviously, some Alabama, some South Carolina, some Tennessee, maybe even a little bit of Florida. But you're running out, and say you leave on a Monday morning, you're coming back home on a Tuesday afternoon. Leave back out Wednesday morning, come back on a Thursday afternoon. That's kind of your rotation for the most part. Going out one morning, coming back the following day's afternoon. So that makes sense. Again, guarantees at least $1,000 a week, and that pay is going to be based off of experience. So give us a call. Let us know what kind of questions you might have on that. It is a full-time position, so you do have benefits as well, which we have a 301, we have a 401k with a 30% match. That's what I was trying to say. 30% match on the 401k. Dude, I don't even know what a 301 is. All right, so we have those opportunities for you as well. And then, of course, if you live in the Georgia area, we have, besides the home weekly options for our flatbed, we also have home weekly options for our refrigerated. Whether you're running flatbed or you're running refrigerated, and you live in the Southeast, unless it's a dedicated position like that Bessemer local or that Tifton, Georgia position, then you're looking at running a lot of Southeast and a lot of Midwest. So you're still running the Midwest in our home weekly options, whether you're live in the Southeast or not, but you're still running some Midwest and Southeast. But we can get you home on a weekly basis. And again, that's refrigerated or flatbed. Our van division that runs in the Southeast, that's about 2 weeks out at a time. So you'd still be running a lot of the Midwest, especially I-80 from Lincoln, Nebraska to Gary, Indiana, and along that route. But that is home about every 2 weeks, every other weekend, thereabouts. Unless you live in the Midwest from Crete or from Lincoln to Gary, Indiana along I-80, we can get you home on a weekly basis in our van division, as well as our flatbed and our refrigerated. Just different running lanes for the most part. And of course, guaranteed pay across all the boards. If you're looking for guaranteed pay in the refrigerated division and you live in the Midwest, especially if you live in Fort Dodge or Omaha or Kansas City, Chicago area, we can get you home on a weekly basis. Minneapolis, we can get you home on a weekly basis and guarantee you $12.50 per week. So call us at 888-668-0698 for more details on that. Please do. A coast-to-coast positions, we have that as well in the refrigerated. So if you live out west and you want to run a whole lot of west and a whole lot of Midwest, that's an opportunity for you to take advantage of different areas within the West. So we don't hire in every state, but if you live in like the Salt Lake City area or Reno, Nevada or Las Vegas or many areas of Washington, especially around the Vancouver, Portland area, as well as Portland, Oregon, of course, Seattle area, Spokane, even along I-90 from Seattle to Spokane. Those are all great opportunities in Washington. Kennewick, Pasco, the Tri-Cities there, that's another home every 7 to 10 days thereabouts in that area, as well as Missoula, Montana. So if you live in Missoula or pretty darn close to it, leaving the tractor and trailer at the terminal, if you live in the Missoula area, then we can get you home about every 7 to 10 days, or you can still do the over-the-road, the 2 to 3 weeks out. Great miles, great opportunity, guaranteed at least $1,000 a week. That's gross, so you'll still have taxes and everything paid out of that, as well as any additional benefits that you want to take advantage of. So you'll have that as well. And then we have our Midwest flatbed. So that'll get you home, multiple home time options, short haul pay. We have some short haul positions, again, guaranteed $1,000 a week. And then we have some that are not home daily. The short haul is home most days out of the week, sometimes 4, sometimes 3, sometimes 5 days out of like every day out of the week, because you have weekends as well. Amy says, we're outside Missoula a little bit. Yep, just a little bit. 50, 60, 70 miles, leaving the tractor and trailer. That one's not too bad because you don't necessarily want to bring the tractor and trailer up that direction anyway. Well, I wouldn't. Stephen might say otherwise. Maybe. But we do have some definite opportunities if you're looking for some options. If you're wondering about qualifications, then take a look at our website, drivedecker.com, to look at some of the qualifications. But just for a rule of thumb, at least 5 months of experience for our van and refrigerated divisions, at least 9 months of flatbed experience for our flatbed divisions, and then no major moving violations in the last 3 years, no preventable accident or preventable DOT accidents in the last 3 years. We can work with minor things, but not major moving violations and not DOT recordable accidents. Last 3 years. Let's see. Amy says, thankful for the warmer weather today. Helps the healing. Isn't that right? Stay up against those windows or outside and absorb some of that vitamin D, Amy. Get you good. Right? Vitamin D. We all need it, especially out here. Tim says, I'm way outside of Missoula. Yes. Yes, you are. All right, let's talk about our driver of the month. So again, around the 15th is when we pay out for our bonuses. And so that's actually paying this week on this settlement. And the driver of the month, in order to qualify, you need to have a good scorecard. We went over the qualifications for a scorecard, which one more time are the miles, if you had any claims for the month, preventable accidents, CSA violations, on-time delivery, what else? Idle time and fuel compliance. Those are the 7 criteria off the top of my head. That's the 7 criteria for the scorecard bonus. Now, in order to qualify for the driver of the month, you need to have a good scorecard and you need to have a good Smart Drive score. So as long as those scores are good, and usually at the top then you can qualify for driver of the month, but you're still within a nominating period. So those top drivers are then, they go through the the nomination process, I should say, from all the different departments, and then a winner is chosen and the nominees are chosen as well for each division. Now, not all divisions have nominees because it just depends on how many drivers per division, because like say our Midwest Flatbed, it's a smaller division for us. So lots of miles in it, but smaller individual-wise, like number of professional drivers in that division. So we don't have a nominee, but we still have a winner. So that's how you qualify for the driver of the month. The driver of the month gets a $100 gift card to Walmart plus a $50 gift card to the Decker store, where you can get some cool stuff like this and whatever else. We got lots of goodies there that you can purchase. Now, with that said, if you're a nominee, so you didn't win the driver of the month, but you were nominated, then you will get a $50 Walmart gift card and a gift from the Decker store. That will be sent out to you by Steph. She'll hook you up for that. So let's talk about winners. The winners, by the way, of the driver of the month, you can win once in a 12-month period. Then you're put into the running for the driver of the year, which I mentioned before is we're going to be announcing the driver of the year for the divisions on the 31st and the grand champion from those driver of the years. You can win back-to-back driver of the year, but not back-to-back grand champion. So this year's Western Refrigerated nominee is Raymond Sierra. So congratulations, this month's, for February. And then our winner for the Western Refrigerated is Art Club. Our Midwest Refrigerated nominees are Charles Gann and Eduardo Villopoulos. And Todd Overson is our winner. Now, Todd is also one of our Driver of the Year award winners for this year. Well, for 2020, actually. Our team, Curtis Carson Sr. and Jr., both with perfect scorecards for the month. Curtis Carson, Jr. and Sr., that's our team. Our Midwest Flatbed winner is Irvin Kilberg. And our Southern Flatbed, Anthony Vasquez and Joshua Calkins was our nominee. And our owner-operator lease purchase, Mr. John Hodges, is our winner for that. So yes, their names will be put in for the, not a drawing, but they will put in for the running of the driver of the year, and hopefully a grand champion with a $15,000 in cash prizes. So that's coming up. They will be in the running for the 2021 year. 2020 year is actually going to be awarded the end of the month. Very good. All right. Any other questions? I kind of skipped away from my comment, so let me dive back in here. Plan to take a small walk, Amy says. Yeah, when it's this nice. Happy. All right. Well, check us out. We'll be doing, we'll be going live on our Facebook every Monday at 4 p.m. So if you're not already following us on our Facebook channel, go do that. Facebook.com/DTLink. As well as our YouTube, which you found us here. So it's Decker Truckline Inc. So youtube.com/C for company /Decker Truckline Inc. Make sure that you join us for every live at noon Central on YouTube every Tuesday. Join us then. All right, well, I look forward to visiting with a couple of you guys here in just a little bit. Make sure that you reach out to us at 888-668-0698. Enjoy some of that sunshine, you guys. Like I said, get a little bit of vitamin D. And congratulate all of those Driver of the Month and those who are being awarded the Driver of the Years anytime you see them. And then, of course, give us a call for more information on any of the driving positions at 888-668-0698. What I didn't mention, and I should have, is we currently have a $5,000 sign-on bonus going on. This is a quarterly accelerated sign-on bonus. What that means is it pays out quarterly, so it's $1,250 each quarter, But if you ran, say in the refrigerated division, if you ran over 25,000 miles just for that quarter, then you're going to get an extra 5 cents a mile on all the miles ran over that 25,000. In the flatbed division, if you ran over 20,000 miles for that quarter, you're going to get an extra 5 cents a mile on all the miles over 20,000 for that quarter. So you could be making, instead of the $12.50, you could be looking at $13.50, $14.50, $1,500 for that quarterly accelerated bonus instead of just the $12.50. I say just, but that's a pretty hefty chunk that's added on to your guaranteed of at least $1,000 a week. So make sure that you reach out to us for more information. Look forward to visiting with you guys and hopefully see you guys here at Decker Truckline for one of our orientations to get you started and join the team. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will talk to you very, very soon.